Let's explore the differences between ETL and ELT, which stand for Extract Transform Load and Extract Load Transform respectively. We'll be comparing these two data processing approaches in the context of big data. This is essential for understanding how data is managed and transformed in modern data systems. The image shows a data flow icon with E for extract, T/L for transform/load, and L/T for load/transform, visually representing the different orders of operation. First, let's define ETL. ETL is a traditional approach to data integration. Data is first extracted from various sources. Then, it is transformed into a format suitable for analysis in a staging area. Finally, the transformed data is loaded into the target system, such as a data warehouse. The diagram shows the three steps in order: extract, transform, and load. Let's delve deeper into the ETL process. Key characteristics of ETL include data being transformed before loading, the requirement of a staging area, and adhering to a schema-on-write approach. This method is better suited for structured data and often results in slower processing times. The code example shows a simple ETL pipeline function with extract, transform, and load steps. Now let's understand ELT. ELT represents a modern approach to data integration. Data is extracted from various sources and loaded directly into the target system, such as a data lake or cloud data warehouse. The transformation process occurs within the destination system. The diagram shows the three steps in order: extract, load, and transform. Let's examine the details of the ELT process. Key characteristics of ELT include data being loaded raw first, no requirement for a staging area, and following a schema-on-read approach. ELT is better suited for handling large volumes of big data and enables faster initial loading. The code example shows a simple ELT pipeline function with extract, load raw data, and transform in warehouse steps. Let's compare ETL and ELT side by side. In terms of processing order, ETL follows extract, transform, and load, while ELT follows extract, load, and transform. ETL requires a staging area for data storage, whereas ELT directly loads data to the destination. ETL has slower initial processing, but ELT allows faster data loading. ETL is better for smaller datasets, and ELT handles big data efficiently. ETL uses a schema-on-write approach, while ELT uses a schema-on-read approach. Lastly, ETL is less flexible, and ELT is more adaptable to changes. Let's explore when to use ETL versus ELT. Use ETL when working with structured data, when data privacy is a key requirement, when target system resources are limited, when complex transformations are needed, when compliance and governance are critical, and when dealing with smaller data volumes. On the other hand, use ELT when handling big data volumes, when using cloud-based data warehouses, when dealing with semi-structured data sources, when you need data flexibility, when real-time analytics is required, and when scalable processing power is available. In conclusion, both ETL and ELT are valuable data processing approaches. The choice depends on your specific use case, data volume, infrastructure, and business requirements. ETL is best suited for structured data, compliance requirements, and traditional data warehouses, while ELT is ideal for big data, cloud platforms, and flexible analytics requirements. Consider your specific needs to determine the most appropriate approach. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit CodeLucky.com for more such useful content.